I'm Cheryl Algie from Kerrang in Northern Victoria, and I've had so much fun playing with this little truck bundle that I showed you last week. Have done some prep in case I'm off tonight with my stamping, but hopefully I'm not. And I'm going to case a card that I did earlier, and I'm going to be really naughty and use a couple of stamps. So if you don't need to use these, but rather than hand drawing hills, I've got these stamps, so I thought I may as well use them. I did one earlier that I'll show you in a second, and just a few different ways that you can use your oh, I don't want to do that. I want to do, where are we? This is how I started off. You can see my mug map sheet. This stamp here is from the On the Farm set, which I know a lot of my ladies have got, and the trees are too. But this tree here is from the Trucking Along bundle, so you don't have to use the other trees, and you can easily hand draw the hills. But as I said, when you've got the stamps, we may as well use them. So I had 3 goes, and I finally got a design that I was happy with. I wanted the trees and the hills in the background, and then I just planned out my card. I'm just going to use the back of that to do some sponging first. Where did I put my inks? So first we'll start with the Balmy Blue, or the sky. Try and stay in the frame this time. It's hard when you're working out from yourself. I've just got to get used to it. No point me doing lives if you can't see what I'm doing. And I get carried away, and I just forget to watch on my iPad to make sure I'm in view. I didn't bother with the clouds on the earlier one. The clouds in the set, there are clouds. They're a little bit juvenile for my liking, so I didn't go with them. That's our blue, our Balmy Blue for the sky. I don't think I need that anymore. So I've got so many things out on the desk tonight, and I'm going to put things away as I'm finished with them. Now my Granny Apple Green, you can use any green that you like. You don't have to be perfect, as you can see. Mine's blotchy, but ground isn't perfect, or grass isn't perfect. So where do I put it from up there? I think I need the Granny Apple. Yeah, I think I used that for the hills. So you should use your matte underneath. Oh, no, I don't need to for my hills, actually. So we're going to do our hills. Might be good if I put the hills facing the sky, mightn't it? Hello, Sharon. Hello, Roz. Hello, Rhonda. Yeah, so about here, I think. As I've said, if the girls are joining just now, this is from the On the Farm set, because I have it. If you don't have this set, you can hand draw the hills. But I think it's a shame that when we as demonstrators don't use our sets, it's a shame really, because we've got them, so why not use them? I'm just going to clean that one and put it away because we don't need that anymore. There's a bit of space here. Show you the set that's from. I can find it. Oh, right down the bottom. So this set here came with framelits as well. The stamper, oh, the stamper, there's the trees, that's right. That's right, forgot about that. Now, did I do the trees? I did the trees in Memento. Memento, I'm always getting black fingers. I can't tell if that's an old black finger or a new one, so we'll clean that off. Now, where's my trees? These trees here. These are also from the On the Farm set. Did you see that one? I probably didn't put it. It's that one. So if anyone's got that, that's where I'm getting the hills and the trees from, okay? I actually had the thought, a card I did earlier in the week, and I'll show you that. Well, I might as well show you that now while I'm talking about it. I had the thought of putting the little sheep, there's a die for that, or the pigs or the cow in the back of the, on the back of the trailer. I'll show you that one in detail. Well, it just slides like. I ended up thinking, well, that'll be a nice card for my brother. I ended up using the hay bales instead because I didn't. So it just says best wishes there. You'll see that. I'm probably not putting it in the right spot. There we go there. So the trees reminded me of the trees on our family farm, and he does feed the sheep with hay bales. So I thought that wasn't what I started out to do, but I thought that was fun, and I probably could have added some grass and a track or something on there too, but I didn't. I just left that. Now I'm looking at my one I did earlier to copy where I put the trees. About here, those ones, and I think I've stamped them crooked. And those ones there you can't see on my other one. I might put them, can't put them too high up because you can see by the edge of the rubber, that's where they go to. I'll do the same with, I'll clean them both together. Where's my other trees? Gosh, I've got so many stamps out. Where are they? Or did I put them away? Trees, where are you? Look in my stamp set and see if I put them away. Yes, I did. I must have needed the block. Where's one I can pinch? Oh, I can pinch that one because I think I've done with that. Yeah, I only wanted 2 of them, so I'll swap blocks. I shouldn't ever put those down without putting them on a block because they're very easy to lose. So don't do what I just did. I'll get rid of this one and put that on our block. It's a rather big block for that. What else can I get rid of? So best to use the same size, roughly the same size block as your stamp. So that you try and eliminate the risk of getting ink everywhere as much as we can. So I'm just going to, I'm not using my mat because I'm varying the stamps. So I'm just going to try and be like, give a lot of pressure, which we don't do with our cling mounts. So I'm just looking at my other one, I can see where you can actually see the trees and where you can't. So I'll just put this one here and that might do, I think. So we can get rid of that one too. Oops, oops. We're done with that. Just drop something. I can put my other stamp. Not that I'm short of blocks, but just don't want to get them all out, all together. Now I must have left the top of the tree. Yep, I did. Out. I did that in garden green. That would have to be one of my favourite colours for trees, I think. Oh, who's saying Florida? 3 a.m. My goodness. Roz, what are you doing up? 3 a.m. Thanks for joining us. Lovely to have you. Too hot to sleep. I do believe it. Someone said this morning it was 117 degrees. I mean, goodness. I don't know what that is in Celsius. Hottest week it is probably about 48 Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Is she right or is she not? It's a little bit raggy, that tree, but that's okay. As for the other trees, there isn't any filler-in stamps, of course, because it's a clear mount, so quite easy to, on these ones anyway, I did the same thing. I just did the tree trunks in copper clay. It's probably our darkest brown that we have. We could probably use, have we got Occasion Craze one? Marker, blend? Don't know that we do. No. Well, I don't have one anyway. Oh, we've got the other browns too. The, I forget what you call them, but you know what I mean. The ones you get just the mainly for skin, or they're not mainly for skin tone, they're everything. So ask me if you don't know what I mean and I'll find them in the catalogue for you. And I'm going to do the tree trunks of these ones in this brown also, but I think I'll, what did I do the other ones in? I think I'll do them all in, should we try? The other ones in Old Olive and let's see where that goes. And Lucky Limeade. I might use, just going to see how dark Parakeet Party would be, because we'd be using the white one. Oh, that's pretty in your face, isn't it? Might be all right. I'll do that for this little one. Oops, wrong end. So I'll just go over my accents here. I've got the dark one, yep. These trees are going to be pretty bright. That's okay. Because my little truck is going to be Tahitian Tide. So just for something different. I've been doing red trucks mainly. I've been doing Christmas ones, so I'll go with our lighter one. With the right end as it was. Oh, I've done them both. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Never mind. Don't want to do them both the same. So it won't matter. I'm going to go with Lucky Limeade for the what is it? Lemon Lime Twist for the other one. These names get me. They probably should have been masked off with the hills not over it, but we're not being fussy. Grab out the other ones I'll just grab out the light, where is it? Light Lemon Lime Twist, okay, to do this other tree. Just so it's a little bit different to the other one. Actually quite like that. That looks good, I reckon. That. And I want a bit of grass. I used you away. I think I can put you away too. I used spruce, but I didn't. Started off not stamping it off, and I needed to. Now where is it? Here. Because you get this little grass stamp in the Trucking Along set as well. You get grass, you get trees, you get flowers, presents, palm trees, Christmas trees, and clouds. I would be using some of that. Just got to remember to stamp off. And just, no, maybe we'll go to Granny Apple Green for the grass. See what that looks like. Rather than the spruce. Sometimes good to do something different the next time you do your card. And it looks like that's the right way up. Just do a few of these randomly. And once I've got my slider in place, I'll do some dirt for the truck to go along, so I can do it where the slit is. Okay, I'm going to clean those, get rid of those as well. There. Put these away. Come on, little tree. Come on, little tree. Where are you? Now, what's next? Okay, need to do my truck and trailer so that I know. We'll do our slider mechanism first, I think. So this is, what is it? This, I cased the design of this from Jay from Matoso Crafts, 7.5 by 1.5. We're going to score that in half at 3/4. I'll put it up here so you can see it. 3/4, there's 3/4. Sometimes you've got a line to go on and sometimes you haven't. Get your cutter blade out the road. Score that in half. And then we're going to go over to the 1/2 inch mark. And put this down a bit so you can see what I'm doing. So then we're just going at the 1/2 inch mark on here. I'm going down to the 1/2 inch mark down the side of my trimmer. Then I'm going to move over to the 7/8 inch mark and just go up, and they should both be, or they're not, but that doesn't matter. That's fine. Always check your slider. Oh, I need to do the. Oh, I can't do that anyway. Always check it's the right length before gluing it together. I don't know why I did that next. Didn't probably need to. I need my trucks next, so should I give myself a bit of scrap? Probably not. Probably not. Oh yeah, I did, I think. I think I did. So just see, I've already done some trucks, but just to show you, I'll either show you how useless I am or how clever I am. How about that? So we need 2 because we're going to, whoops, where are we? Because we're going to have a trailer on behind, okay? So can do one up the other way. Oh, I need that for the tyres. I should have made sure that was lined up properly, shouldn't I? Never mind. See if I can do this. This tricks me because I can't really see them. And if you're a bit nervous, it's a bit hit and miss with me. Almost perfect. Where's that back one that I don't get right? Oops, not inked up properly. So I want to make sure I get the back one right. Sorry if I'm putting my head in there, I am. Can't see what I'm doing. There you go. I think that's right. That was pretty much perfect, that one. Now the Tahitian Tide. If your ink's a bit speckly, that looks speckly looking at that now, but it actually stamped okay. And how I managed to get this right was to stand up and do it. It's a bit speckly, that one. It might settle down. And I've got ink there. There's something to wipe that with. I don't want to mess up my truck I've just stamped, do I? That one's better. Put that one away. I'm being so organised and cleaning as I go. And then I'll put the granny apple away, didn't I? Did I use for that? Yeah, I must have used granny apple. Doesn't look like it, but I did. We're just going to do the same on 2 of these. I'll do that one with the thick tyres. Yeah, maybe I'll use this one. It's I've gone a bit off on that, but I can cut those bits off because I can use the trailer. And they've got filler in stamps, these floral ones, but I'm going to do something else different because I can. I'm also going to show you that you don't need to fussy cut. Like I haven't seen anyone use the trick where you, not really a trick, it's just a technique where you want to punch out some of an image but not all of it. And not that they're hard to cut out, the little trucks, but why cut things out when you've got a punch? So, what did I say for that? I'm actually going to fix that a little bit because I can. So what I'm going to do, first I'm going to actually, I might use this one, I think, because it's better. It's better. But I might just, so when you want to cut out, if I punched that out now, I would lose my flowers. You're saying they're not flowers. Well, they're not yet, because I'm going to do something. I've got some flowers to put on there. I'm being very secretive, aren't I? And I'm leaving this on here because if I cut that off, I'll have nothing to hold on to. So chop around your image. And there's actually something else you need to keep in mind too. So I want that one. Which one's going to be the trailer? That one's pretty good. This one, I think. So also, while these wheels. The wheels are out of alignment. Actually, they're all right on there, I think. We'll do this one. Because this one's got standing up plants in it, so there's two things I want to point out to you with this one. Maybe we might cut this one out, punch this one out first. Because this is the one we want the whole ute. So I want to go in. Takes a little bit of manoeuvring. Most of you know what I'm going to do, probably. And then you're going to grab that. Grab it. Push it up above here. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Did I not? Yeah, I did. Thinking I didn't go down far enough, but I have. This takes a little bit of manoeuvring. Push that up over there. Just cut that bit off because it's stopping things. Alright, so I've got that free of that. Now why are you not playing ball? There we go. And then can you see what I did? I've got that up above, so when I punch, I get the truck and my flowers, okay? The other cool thing, while I've got the punch out, is that if you wanted, seeing that this is the one I've screwed up, if you want the window out, up the other way. Let's cut that off so I can show you. If you want to punch the window out, you can, but I'm going to lose that truck. Well, that doesn't matter because it's a wonky one anyway. So you can punch the window out like so. So if you wanted to put some window sheet, you can. Okay, now getting back to this one. This one we need to do a few more things to this because this is going to be our trailer. And because it's a slider and we want it we want it hooked on to the back of the truck to be able to be pulled along. Maybe I might have to cut this all out, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe I will, I think. So I would cut down here, but we also want to be able to, yeah, I am going to cut all this one out. We need to be able to attach it to the back of our truck. So and our trailer pull is going to be down here. Normally on a normal cart it wouldn't matter, but we want it secured pretty well. So I've probably done it way longer. Well, I have done it way longer than we need, but just to show you. And this also works, of course, for anything you want to put in the back of your truck. Christmas tree, palm trees, anything. So now, I may have done that too long, but it won't matter if it's too long because you can't see it. I just need to attach that to that, okay? And I need it attached securely because we're going to pull it along. Okay, we'll set that aside to dry. Now the next thing is we need to work out where our slider mechanism is going to go. So on every other card I've done it 7/8 of an inch in, but depending on your vehicle that you're having, you need to work out and which way your truck is going to move. I don't want my truck going backwards. I've seen someone else's going backwards. No, that's not what I want. So I probably want, I'm trying to find one that I did. Oh, I don't think I've done one with the, no, I haven't done one with the long way. No, going to have to work this all out myself. That's a bit scary, so I probably want it, to go to an inch in. So if we go from 1 inch, I'm going to write it down as I say it. As long as you've got your, we might do it the proper way. So you want it to be if we finished our track there, push that up a bit so you can see. If we finish our track there, at the 1 inch, now I might go in 1.5 inches, which would be 6.5. I'll try that. 6.5, and then we'll have it move to 6.5. You can have it move as far as you like, actually. Just looking to see where I did this one. Of course, I don't write anything down, do I? Have that going right to the edge. Okay. So we can have that going right to the edge. maybe we'll do it that way. From 1 inch, yeah, to probably 6.5. We'll try 1 inch to 6.5. If it's wrong, it's wrong. And making sure your trimmer is in your art piece is in the trimmer at the right orientation. Obviously you won't want it that way because you don't want your track up here. You want your track in the right place. So we're going to go 7/8, I think I did. And what did I just say? From 1 inch, didn't I? From 1 inch to, yeah, maybe 1 inch to 6.5. No, we might just go 6, I think, just to play it safe. Where's my silly ones? Just have a look. Oh yeah, I know what I did. I did it to the length of the vehicle. So if we do it from 1 inch to 5 inches. And if I thought I could have had it longer, I can fix it next time, can't I? Road. Because he's got to be able to drive on something, doesn't he? So I used my beautiful truck over there. So I don't want to be stamping off on him. So if I go there. Might be a bit of an old dirt track. Oops. Didn't stamp that one. Oh, it was probably supposed to be up the other way. Never mind. That was pebbled path. I did that in. Now for our slider. So I always like to make sure I've got mine the right length. So we're going to glue this together, but before we do that, let's see. Because it varies on the style of card that you make, and you can adjust it. So you want this piece here, you want that, that's what's going to attach, a bit crooked, attach your little car to, okay? So we can't have it. Let's just try that for a second. It's a bit hard to tell until you've done it. So you can go right to the edge, but because I can't push that back any further, this is why I like to do this before everything's stuck together. So I can't push it back any further than that. I need to, pencil, I need to chop that off there, okay? So I take that out again, and that will be the way, oh, hang on, do one thing at a time. Rid of that. Now that makes that, you're all doing your maths out there, that makes that almost 5 3/4, but the little mark before the 5 3/4, okay? Now I need to get my pencil mark off there. I just want to check again to see getting that off camera, sorry, to see which side I need my greeting on, because if you're clever, making sure it all fits, and when this pulls out here, so you can have a greeting there. So to save time and everything else, if you're confident of getting this straight, so there we go, you can do your, oops, didn't look very inked up. You can do your greeting. That's going to fluff around everywhere. I'll probably muck it up. I'll take it out again. So I've worked out where I want it. And again, it doesn't look as though it's inked up. I'm sure it is. It's going there, so it's the top one, I think. With your greeting, you want to make sure that it's going to not be too long, that when you pull it out you can't see it. So let's see how we did. Before I go gluing things up, let's see. Yeah, that's right. And then also, before you do that, you need to put your ribbon. This was the only problem. This was the only ribbon that I could find. And it's a lot narrower, because I chose Tahitian Tide. It's a lot narrower than what I've used. So we'll see how we go with that. And we just want to, what I do is just glue it together. It's really, so it doesn't really matter if you get glue where you don't want it. It's only to put inside here, okay? With your little pull. And we have to put a pull tab on our card base as well. Oh no, that's sticking to my fingers. Let's just see if I can put that down and have it. Yeah, that's fine. Then when you're putting the adhesive on, I was in a rush before and I did it. So don't do it. Put it this side. So, just show you what I mean. When I was hurrying before, I just put it all the way down there. And you can imagine, I need this little tab not to have glue on it. So you guys, on Saturday, you want to put your glue on this side. So you're going up to there, the other side of there, and go above there, but not on there. It actually worked out fine. I was able to, oh no, I think I had to start again. There have been a few things I've had to start again. Anyway, practice makes perfect, they say. Is anyone asking any questions? Thank you, Teresa. Thanks for saying hi. Hi, Denise. Hi, Glenda. Hi, Lisa. So we'll get that on there. And then we could go back to our card. Pop that in there. Make sure it's all working fine. My tab is a little bit, wasn't before, it's a little bit short. You know what? I'm going to, can I risk it? Yeah, that's just a little bit short. So what you need to do is make your track just a little bit longer. A bit risky, but 7/8. Pop it in, it should work. I have done this before too. Why is it not moving? 7/8. So I just need to go a little bit further, and I can feel where I went to, so I'm just going to go a little bit further. Okay. All right. We should be good to go now. Yep, we can push that back to there. Okay. Now I'm going to flip that over. I've probably gone a little bit too far, but that's okay. You measure everything and make sure it's right for your card when you do yours. Now we'll get our long strips out. And another thing I discovered when I made a mistake on one of mine, I don't want that short one, I'll start with a long one, was every other card had worked fine. There was this one that when I put it together, my slider wouldn't work. And it was because I had this dimensional strip. You want it fairly close to there, but if that's touching your slider, it'll get stuck. Which it was on mine, so that's why it got stuck. You don't need anything to stop it because your slit isn't going all that way as far as that, so that'll stop it. I could have used that short one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I might have some other short bits I can use here. And you know what? I'm going to, not sure whether all my class girls will have enough of these. I'll have them. So what I did on my previous one, what did I do with it? I had a piece that I'd started using here. You can also use these sheets as well. So I just, and it was quicker too. I just cut a couple of these and pop them here. They're almost the same height as those. Or you can just put your strips across and across. Whatever you fancy. Now I guess we better see if our truck will work before we stick it all together. Come on, glue, come out. You want something, glue is your friend with this if it comes out of the holder, out of the container. You don't want, obviously you don't want too much. trailer's a little bit wonky. That will take a little bit to dry, so while that's drying, you're saying, oh, she's got all that green stuff in there. That looks pretty ordinary. Well, we're going to improve that with our little yellow daisies. Yellow and white. Perfect. I hope. I haven't used this one with it before. Oh, I've got the same ones. I wanted to do the other ones. Oh well. I've got a load of flowers doing a florist job. I meant to have the standing up flowers in one of them. Yellow one there. And the white one there. We can come back and put more on there if we think we need them. Start with yellow. A little white one. For the bigger ones. Come here. Oh, I've already got a yellow one. I think you're up the wrong way. Are you? Oh, that's interesting. I don't know which way that's meant to go. It's only a little tiny one. I wanted a bigger one than you. Get off. It likes me. Yeah, I want a fairly big yellow one. Find one. Maybe I've used them all. This one will do. I'll have a big white one there. Oh, I should have done that. Should have had the yellow down there. Probably. And the white one there. Now, is that enough? I can find a space that's stuck now to put a couple more in. Doesn't matter if they're not on the stem. All right. The yellow one here. And we need another yellow one here. I think that'll do. Here's my lighter stuck. It's stuck. Okay, then that just goes onto your base. Take all our strips off. Oh, I forgot one thing, didn't I? Our finger slot. It was got little notes everywhere, and I have to look at this every time I do it. Started writing them out in my little book, and then I got busy creating finger bit. 5/8, between 5/8 and 1.5. I don't know if you really need to measure this, but you know me. Try and find my pencil. Pencils everywhere, and you can't find one when you want. So between 5/8 and 1.5. So I just put a, so you can see what I'm doing. I wouldn't be able to do that very successfully once I'd adhered the front of the card. So that's 5/8 of an inch, and that's 1.5. Had two goes with this little punch. I've forgotten the name of it. It goes with the alphabet set, but I found that you really only need to do it once. I thought just if you're going between those two somewhere, you're pretty good, and just go halfway. But if you've got if you haven't got this one, you can use your 1-inch circle punch if you have one. If you don't have one of them, I don't know what's wrong with you. Make off his finger marks. Card's sticking to me. So you should really do that before you, and when you're putting this on, just make sure that doesn't move. And we probably need a greeting on there. I didn't work out exactly what I wanted to do here. Birthday wishes. Yeah, I'll have a think about whether I want to put another greeting on there, and I'll just quickly show you. What are we? 6:15. Geez, I've been here a long time, haven't I? Quickly show you what else I've been up to and why I've gotten so far behind. I'll put that away. What do you think of that one? So we've got our embellishments on there, our little truck full of flowers, and I don't know whether we want, I'll think about that, whether we want, I'll give your opinions. Do we want another greeting on there? I won't do that now, because by the time I find a greeting that suits, everyone will be gone to have their dinner. I'm just going to throw them in my drawer and show you the other ones. So there are quite a few. Showed you the one, the farm sort of one, haven't I? And that was the same idea. I had to cut the little pull for the trailer. And I did another long slider. I had thought I might do something similar with that was using this punch to do the edge of that greeting, and I probably should have done a red one and put it on top of there too, but I was conscious. Yeah, no, I'm glad I didn't. I should have just sponged. You don't want to put a greeting that's punched up where your horse or your truck or whatever is going to slide across there, because as you can see, it's going to hit that. So I just wanted to do a more colourful one than Jay's one, because in Australia we don't have snow, so that's why I didn't put snowflakes. So there's that one. There was one for my brother. Did I show you that one last week? I think I showed you that last week. Yes, I had a bit of a play with my shopping around set. Oh, I don't have the set, just with the paper, just to play around and see. I don't know that I'm altogether happy, but I put the little flowers across there. I couldn't fit that truck in there because of the score mark. So, and you can still see the back of it. So I'm not sure. I'm still fiddling with that one. This one, so options for the girls on Saturday. You can either do, or just work out the length of your track is all we've got to do. You can either do the one just with the little truck, just with the Christmas tree in it, quite simple. Or you can do the one with the truck and trailer. I'll have which is this one. I think I showed you that last week. Which is this one. Tonight I just wanted to make my own background up and do that. And Oh, we did another one with horse and sleigh. As you notice, they go different ways. The horse and sleigh go that way. I wanted to try that on just a normal size card, and it does work. Yeah, I didn't pick that up. You can't see the joyful. Oh well. And again with the Let's Go Shopping paper, I just did a little step card, and you probably can't really see that to its full effect. I was quite happy with that one. So I got my trucks, and this paper is out of that set as well. I thought it made a good road. And when it's standing up, you can see, it's hard to show on camera, you can see them, the shops. Anyway, you girls on Saturday can have a look, check that one out. That one I've showed you. I think I've showed you everything now. I better go get some tea. Any questions? Thanks, Rhonda. Thanks, Glenda. Hi, Jan. Hi, Margaret. Okay, if there's no questions. Thanks, Sharon. Glad you liked them. You can have a think about what you want to do on Saturday. Whether you want to do just if it was this one or this one, okay? And then if you've got the set, well, you'll have the knowledge to do the other ones. You can do as many as you like. Okay, thanks so much for everyone for joining me. It really makes my day to have all of you people joining me for my lives. I really enjoy doing them, and it's not much fun doing them on your own. Thank you, everyone, and I'll see a lot of you at class on Saturday. If anyone else knows of anyone in Kerrang that you think they would like to come to my class, I do have several kits spare, so let me know. Okay, just message me or get them to message me and tell me that they want to come. So, okay, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.